Today we're going to talk some more about celebrity, going to throw in a little bit about Royal Caribbean. We also have something brand new happening on Princess that we need to talk about, and we're going to end up talking about something that is going on TikTok to do with cruising, and I think it's a little bit questionable. So let's go ahead and get started. Hi there, this is Allison with Let's Go Travel Tips. Today is Monday, it is January 8th of 2024, and if you haven't subscribed to our channel yet, will you please go ahead and hit that subscribe button? We would love to have you with us, and I think we need you. And if you appreciate my updates, would you also please give this video a thumbs up? We talk about everything to do with cruising here, traveling to cruise, anything that would affect your experience on a cruise ship or traveling. That's what we talk about. So let's start at the top today with celebrity. If you caught my video from Saturday, and if you haven't, you really do need to go watch that. Really important. And if you caught it, I wanted to follow up on a few things on that first. So if you didn't see it, go watch that one and then come back here. So I let you know that celebrity is really charging a solo cruiser more for the exact same cabin than they would charge for two cruisers in that cabin. Historically, if you're new to cruising, usually one person in a cabin has to pay double because cruise lines base their cruise fares on double occupancy. So it has always been that solo cruisers had to pay more for the luxury of cruising. Well, every once in a while, the cruise lines will run a promo, and on certain cruises, they won't have to quite pay for two people. Maybe they'll get it for 1.5 times as much, but it works out to be a really good thing anytime you can get it less than that 100% solo supplement. Well, celebrity is taking it to a whole nother level and charging people more than double. You can even try to book, and here's what I want to explain to you all. So I saw some people on Facebook on different forums complaining about different vloggers, and I'm in that lump of people. They were complaining about some people saying that that's not right. Well, let me tell you how to see it for yourself. Go in, act like you're going to book a celebrity cruise, okay? And choose two people, put them in a cabin, see how much that price is. Then go back and book the exact same cabin, not a different category, the exact same cabin, and see how much it costs for that person. I have tried it now on several different cruises, and every time it comes up as more. Now, I clearly have not tried it on every cruise that Celebrity offers, but I tried it on quite a few, and it really varies how much extra it is over how much it would cost for two people in that cabin. But on every one, it was more, and on some of them, it was an awful lot more. So just want to make you aware of that. And here's some perspective on that as we think about it. So first of all, am I boycotting celebrity? I'm not boycotting celebrity. I am someone who firmly believes that if a cruise line is going to places that you want to see, or they have a ship that you would particularly like to sail on, if you are happy to pay how much they are asking for that cruise fare, you should go. Absolutely. Now, an excellent example, we've got that group cruise we're doing October 11th of 2024. Originally, we were going to go to Israel and Egypt. That's why I booked it. Celebrity is the only, mass market cruise line, not one of the big luxury lines. They're the only ones that would spend 3 days in Israel and 2 days in Egypt. Usually to get that, you have to go on a much more expensive cruise line. So we chose Celebrity and we're ready to go. Then they had to change that itinerary with everything that's going on in Israel and Palestine right now. And so they changed it, and we are going to places that other cruise lines aren't going right now. I, in fact, looked at the sailings that Princess and Royal Caribbean are doing next October, and I even looked at November to see if they were going anywhere similar. But you know what? They don't have that. They don't have the overnight in Istanbul. They don't have the different islands that Celebrity has got. So we're going to go because I want to go to those places. And so off we go. We're going to go on that. And we've even had another couple join us, even with knowing that where we're going, they're excited to go to those places. So if you want to go with an overnight in Istanbul, you guys, and get to go to those Greek islands and everything that goes, also Kushadasi for Ephesus, you should come with us. It's going to be great. But my point is I am not saying cruise celebrity or don't cruise celebrity. I am saying make a choice. But if you're booking solo, just really be aware of what they're doing. That's part of what the wonderful thing I think about YouTube is. It's a starting point for all of us. I talk to you about things, and then if it's things that you want to know more about, then you go look at it for yourself. All right. So I am not dissing celebrity. I do think celebrity is heading a different direction than they used to be. They came out of the pandemic with all guns blazing. They were going to be luxury. They ran after travel and leisure for a rating as one of the having one of their edge class ships as one of the places to visit, the top places to visit. It was a really big deal. They are clearly not running after that anymore. People that I've heard cruise on Celebrity lately, some of them have an amazing time, some of them not quite as good, but their food is not what it used to be, and their overall direction is not quite the same. Is that good or bad? I don't own any celebrity stock. I don't work for celebrity, so it's neither here nor there to me. I just make the choice if I want to pay to go to the places they're going. And so I just wanted to make you aware of that. That's how I'm looking at it, and I would expect you to look at it just the same. So if you've got a celebrity cruise book, that doesn't mean I think you should change it. You shouldn't, especially if it's taking you to a place that you wanted to go. All right. I would say, though, the caveat, if you are booked to go on a celebrity cruise and you have a room with two guests booked in it, and at the last minute, or even not last minute, the other person can't make it, don't cancel them. Just go on the cruise. And if they call your room and ask where they are, you can let them know they were sick or for whatever reason they couldn't come. But I would not call and tell them. Don't call and have them taken off the booking, or you're going to pay more. Like, I can guarantee that. Yeah, you're going to pay more. So just wanted to let you know about that. Also, you should know that usually, I would say almost all the time, if you change the number of people on a booking and they refare it, they will do it at the rates for that day. And so if the cruise fare has gone up an awful lot, you're going to pay an awful lot more. All right, there's all these things to think about, but I would leave that person on the booking even if they can't come. So let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know if you're still going to sail on Celebrity. Celebrity is not my first choice of cruise line anyway. I think we're all clear around here. I prefer Princess. Doesn't mean I think Princess does everything perfectly. I am probably their toughest critic around here, but I do love to go on Princess cruises. But I also really enjoy Celebrity. So there you go. I hope some of this helps you navigate that. I in no way think you should cancel your Celebrity cruises. I don't. Just want to give you a heads up what's going on. Another thing that is really important to know, Royal Caribbean is doing the same. Several people commented in the comments about that, and so it made me go look. And their differences are much smaller. Like I tried like 3 different cruises, and the difference that I saw between paying for 2 people in a cabin and only one passenger in that same cabin, the one passenger paid. One of them, it was $218 more. Another one, it was under $100. So I'm seeing much like that extra supplement that they are wanting to charge cruisers above the double rate. It's smaller so far on Royal Caribbean. So I guess we're just going to have to see if the other cruise lines jump on board with that. I don't know. I would be surprised. Just because it's such poor business practice, but I don't know. So let me know if you think all of the cruise lines are going to start doing this. That'd be a really good topic for us to talk about together. Now, what's new on Princess? So on Princess, on one of the other Facebook groups, and I can't use their picture because they stamped it. Nobody gave it to me. I am really careful what photos I use. Nobody sent it to me. It's not on our Facebook group, but someone posted on another one that in the Wakeview bar on the Discovery Princess, there's a soda fountain now. And it's got this little device there that you're supposed to scan your medallion. And I would guess that's what activates it so that it'll work. They have their little, those plastic cups they usually have up in the buffet. They've got a stack of those there. And then clearly you scan your medallion, and then they had Sprite and Coke and Diet Coke, and then also Seagram's tonic water, soda water, and regular water. Now, I would like to think that anybody can go get a cup and get a glass of water, of course, but if you want to use the others, you scan your medallion. I'm sure that it will register if you've got a package that would be included. Otherwise, it will charge you for that soda. Be interesting to know though, are they going to charge you? And here's something I thought about. You know, if you don't have a package, they charge you for the drink plus the 18% gratuity. So since nobody is bringing you that glass of soda, do you think they're going to charge that gratuity? Let me know what you think about that. And if anybody is on the Discovery Princess, let us know how that works. Send me a photo if you wouldn't mind, or if you're on any other ship. If it's showing up on the Discovery Princess, I bet they're going to do it on others. And in the long run, of course, it will alleviate wait times at the bar because you won't have to stand there to ask for your soda anymore. You won't have to order it on your medallion if you're right there. And so that's a big change. And I don't know if we'll start seeing them in other places on the ship. You know, just as this rolls out. An interesting thought though, when we were on Explorer of the Seas last year, they had, well in 2022, they have, you know, they give you the tumbler glass, and in the bottom of it though is the chip that is activated to do with the package that you bought. And then they've got those cool freestyle machines, which I will say I do like those because you can have so many more things to choose from, but they had it right there in the main Central Park area there of the ship, right there in the promenade. And so it was really convenient. So every time you wanted a drink, it was just right there. So I wanted to point that out. And if you went to a bar, you could also ask for a beverage and they would get your soda for you, and then just scan your card on Royal Caribbean. So things are changing a little bit, and so that's kind of fun. So we'll look forward to seeing that in person. Now, the last thing that I want to talk to you about, and this is really interesting to me, I mentioned to you a little while ago, so I want to hear what you think. I mentioned to you that Royal Caribbean's World Cruise, which was really, it's like the longest world cruise that we've seen on one of these major cruise lines. And I think it's 223 days, 226 days, right around in there, if you go on the whole thing on Serenade of the Seas. Well, so you know how TikTok is. I don't do TikTok because nothing that you've looked at before indicates what they're going to show you next. And I just don't want to do all that. But anyway, so there was a TikToker, 18 years old, and he wanted somebody to send him on part of that cruise at least to see what it was like. And like he says, to dish, you know, sip the tea about it. That's how they talk about gossiping these days. So somebody put him on it. They paid for him to go. He joined down by Antarctica and he's on there for just a short time. But the really interesting thing to me, and tell me what you think about this. I think it's so funny. They go on this cruise and they want to really give you all the dirt. They want to tell you what they think, but they don't send anybody that has ever cruised before or even researched cruising to know what to expect. I thought it was interesting that one of his first comments, and I'm just reading this, Business Insider has a good article about it if you want to read it, but they were saying that one of the first things he posted was he got on the ship, opened his minibar, it was empty. He thought that was terrible that it wasn't filled up with bottles of water. You're paying all this money for a cruise. Can you not have bottles of water? And then went on to say he doesn't think it's fair. So, you know, on Royal Caribbean, you've got all these different levels of loyalty. People who are, you know, like at that pinnacle level, the high level, they get to have more perks. And the people who aren't, didn't seem like that seemed right to have different people on the ship have any other perks that other people would have, all of these things. And so, really interesting to me. So tell me what you think about all of this, and I'll tell you what I don't like. I don't mind if they go, and that's okay, but I think that it's not quite fair, and a lot of things in life aren't fair, but I think it's really interesting that people are so anxious to comment about things that they don't know anything about. And so I hope that when people look at these things on TikTok, they don't automatically think poorly of Royal Caribbean, they don't think poorly of cruising, because when you talk about something that you don't know anything about, sometimes you don't quite get the story right. So just wanted to put that out there. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you do TikTok, and if you're following along, share with us what you think about it all. So I really appreciate you all being here with me. Clearly, I'm not back to headquarters yet. I'll let you know when we're back to headquarters, but in the meantime, I just wanted to keep you up to date on everything that's going on as well as I could, and we're going to have a lot to talk about when I get home as well and I'm back to normal. So thank you so much. I'll see you here again tomorrow, and I'll be talking to you all again really soon. You all take really good care. God bless you. Love you. Bye-bye.